I'm sorry, but most of that isn't for me. Alright, I am so fussy with games. I love gaming and I absolutely love the Nintendo Switch. But believe it or not, I don't actually have like immense amounts of time to actually play games because I have loads of other responsibilities. So what I do is I make sure that I put my time into the games that I really, really want to play, stuff that I really think that I'm going to get something out of it. And well, indie games don't shoot me, but most of the time, I don't really like them. And that's nothing against indie games. Like, I have mad respect for all of these really small developers and publishers and everything else, all these people that create these games. I have massive respect for them because they put so much time and effort into their lives to make these games. And that's not to say that they aren't for you. I'm just saying most of the time, they aren't for me. And I do have to say that indie showcase, well, I'm sorry, but most of it wasn't for me either. But I am going to go over these games very, very briefly because there is a couple that actually piqued my interest. And I do have to say, I do like indie games, but it has to be something very, very special for me to get into it. Like, shout out to Spiritfarer. I absolutely love that game. It is wonderful. If you haven't played that indie game, go check it out. Okay, so yesterday, first up was Ooblets. I think it was called Ooblets, and it's like a farming sim. Nah, sorry. I mean, I like Animal Crossing, and that's about it. Harvest Moon back in the GameCube days, but I've not played it since GameCube, so there you go. I mean, this looks pretty cute. Like, it seems more like something Christina would like, but for me, I'm sorry, I'm not going to put time into that. Next up was Batora, Lost Haven. So this is an action RPG, and this actually looked pretty cool. Like, I'm a massive dungeon crawler fan. I absolutely love Diablo, specifically Diablo 3. I'm a massive fan of that. I'm actually playing through Diablo 3 right now with Christina, so that could be pretty good, but there is no mention of co-op, so maybe it's a pass from me. Elechead. Now this does look fun and I'm massively digging the retro vibes. The mechanics look really good as well, but sorry, again, pass. Soundfall. Now this is something that really looked cool to me because it's a co-op rhythm dungeon crawling game. So that looks really cool because it's co-op, and Christina and I really do like rhythm games if they're done right, and paired with it being a dungeon crawler, well then this could actually be something that we get into. But rhythm games are always kind of a little bit tricky. I can't remember the one that released like last year or the year before. It's not No More Heroes. I can't remember it. No Straight Roads. I really wanted to like that game, and it's broken. Like, they might have updated it now, but it was broken, and we tried to play through it, and the game just hard crashed, deleted your save, and that's the kind of thing I'm talking about with a lot of indie games. Like, if there's issues, then there's normally quite a lot of issues. Now, Wild First, I think that's what it's called. It's a card game, kind of reminded me like Hearthstone. Totally not for me. Pass, sorry. Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. I don't know, what is even going on here? Like, I don't even understand what this is about, so yeah, it might be for you, but it's not for me, sorry. Gunbrella. Now this looks absolutely dope, and this is probably the highlight for me out of this showcase. This is the standout game right here, because this is right up my street. It's a bit gloomy, it's a noir punk action adventure. The art style and the gameplay looks awesome. I'm really excited about this. You're like some little dude with an umbrella that's a gun, and it's kind of got some like Western vibes about it. It's a side-scrolling like platform adventure game, and that actually looks like something I would really enjoy. OFK. Now this is like a music biopic game. It's a musical narrative. I've never heard of the band OFK, but if you have, then this is definitely something you'll love. But I'm sorry, again, it's not for me. Now Silt, I think it's called. Now the art style looks really, really cool. This was made by, well, it's all like hand drawn by this artist, and I am getting absolutely massive Tim Burton vibes from this, and I really like that. Like, it looks really good. It's an underwater game. There's all these sounds that they've captured via like a fish tank and stuff. Like, it looks really, really cool. I'm digging the art style, but I don't know if I would actually go out and just buy it straight away. Maybe if it went on sale, this is something I would pick up and maybe play for a little while, but it's not something that I'm going to go and buy day one. But this looks really cool. Mini motorways, basically you just sort out congestion and divert traffic. I mean, I don't like traffic at the best of times, so yeah, nah, sorry. Wayward Strand looks wholesome, but again, it's not for me. I mean, if you like these kinds of like narrative games, it's like, it looks really wholesome. Like, it looks really nice, but again, it's not something I'm gonna go and play. Cult of the Lamb. Now, this is a random generated action adventure game. It looks pretty funny, but again, sorry, not for me. And then finally, the thing that I really liked was Another Crab's Treasure. Now, this looks absolutely hilarious. It's a Souls-like game, so it's going to be difficult. They've purposefully made it difficult, but it's an awesome concept, and I would definitely give this a go. You're basically just a crab that runs around. You've got like, it reminds me of an old school platforming game, but it's like a Souls-like platformer, and you've got to find shells and stuff, and battle things, and like do platforming areas and that. Like, it actually looks really, really cool. I'm digging the art style, and just the gameplay looks cool. I do have a bit of like nostalgia love for the old school like platformy style games, you know, like harking back to maybe like the PS1 or the PS2, like, or Xbox original era, or even GameCube, you know, like those kind of platforming games. I do quite like those, so this is something that I'll probably keep my eye on, and depending on the price, I probably will play this crab game like straight away, because I love a good crab battle. And then they did show some more stuff at the very end as well, but it was like really, really quick, flashing up these games, you know. I'm probably showing you them right now, and there was some that looked pretty cool, but because it was just like a quick flash, they're not coming soon or anything, and there's not really any information about them. But I guess at least if anything looks like it piques your interest, well, then you can keep that on the radar for you. And again, if you're a massive indie game lover, then that is amazing. Like, I'm just so fussy. I'm very, very picky with the games that I decide to put my time into. So, you know, I'm not hating on any of these. I'm not. But I'm just fussy, all right? So if something doesn't look like it's something I'm gonna like straight away, I'm just not gonna bother with it. But if it turns out to be amazing and everyone says, oh, Andy, these games are amazing, go give them a chance, well, then that's when I usually go and go, oh, okay, you got me, I'll go check it out if everyone else thinks it's awesome. And if you love playing on the Nintendo Switch, but you want a second Pro Controller that is way cheaper than the official Pro Controller, which is also awesome, go and check out this video here of the MobaPad M073, the most uncatchy name ever. But go and check this video out, because it is a really good controller. It's way cheaper than the official one, and, you know, well, just go check it out. But make sure you're subscribed first. Go subscribe, then go and watch this video if you're interested, because why not? Just do it.